entering the DTSR radio studio located deep inside your subconscious. You will now be guided on a 1-hour journey beneath the surface of your conscious mind. This expedition will use pulsating low-frequency waves to explore the deepest levels of the universe inside your head. Your journey will be led by our chief neural audio researcher, Subversive. Your descent begins now.
Yo, yo, yo. What up, Chance King? What's up? Did the lights just change?
That's
How
convenient.
What? Okay, nobody did that. Yeah, so, Spectrum Internet. Incredible, huh?
Apparently squirrels caused the outage.
Yeah.
That's what the rumor is around town here.
Apparently.
We don't have squirrels in Hawaii, so
You guys don't have squirrels?
no squirrels there.
No squirrels?
No squirrels, no snakes.
You got boars.
We got boars, no bears.
It'd be weird for a bear out there.
That'd be really weird.
I'm trying to imagine like a Hawaiian bear.
That wouldn't. I don't think that would happen. We got
It's wearing
wallabies.
surf shorts.
We got wallabies.
What, weren't those like imported?
Something happened in the valley in Kalihi, and now we have wallabies. But they're only in Kalihi Valley, so
Really? How?
Yeah.
Wait, that's just like their habitat?
that's just where they're at, I guess. It's the right climate. So no poisonous insects, no
Here, pull the
threatening
hey,
animals.
Point the mic at your mouth.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you gotta really dome it up.
Yeah, so no poisonous insects. Hawaii's pretty cool. You don't have to worry about snakes, none of that stuff.
Until you get on the plane.
Yeah, I guess. More worried about sharks, I guess. People are more worried about sharks, but you know, sharks live in the ocean. We've got to share the ocean with the sharks. It's part of the process.
You catch a lot of them.
We do catch a lot of sharks. Not intentionally. We don't catch sharks on purpose, but it happens.
They like to get caught. They like the bait.
They don't. They like the bait. They like to eat, but it's not our fault. Just we're going for the uluas, not for the sharks.
Have you ever like seen one while you're surfing?
I have actually. I had a friend, my friend Jason. You know Jason, right? So we were bodyboarding at Waimea Shore Break one day when we were young. We were like 14, 15. The river mouth broke out, and when the river mouth breaks out, all the freshwater fish flush into the ocean. So like they survive on the freshwater, and then when they hit the saltwater, they kind of drown, I guess. So like all these dead fish washed out, and then we're bodyboarding, and then all of a sudden all the tiger sharks came in, and we were like,
That's
the shore
crazy.
break.
Did they get like pushed out?
yeah, the fish get pushed out with the water because
So they're just like, oh fuck, and then they die.
right. Well, basically there's like a sandbank,
Yeah.
and then like once the water gets so high, it just breaks over the sandbank and starts to
You're
creates
talking
like a-
like right there in like
yeah, it just
Waimea.
floods out. The river breaks out, and then all the fish start washing out of the stream because there's like an overload of water back in the valley. So the fish wash out.
Yeah, dude, it's
Sharks
crazy
come in.
when it rains.
Yeah.
like all of a sudden there are like waterfalls everywhere.
Big flows. There's a lot. I mean, it's Hawaii. We live in a tropical paradise in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, so things like that happen.
You're so nonchalant about it. Like you're going to surf in Tahiti for a month. Like,
Yeah, we're on. I'm so stoked. I'm like gonna wake up tomorrow, and I'm gonna be in another paradise.
So you played Hawaiian Brian's recently, right?
Yeah, I did a show at Hawaiian Brian's.
Was it like a table service
It
one?
was,
That's
yeah,
the
it
only
was a table service
yeah,
one.
that's
It
only
was
thing I
the
played
vibe was
this
different,
year.
but it was still really cool to like reconnect with everybody.
Did they do it in the like main room, the social club?
Yeah, in the main room on the regular sound system. So like when I got on stage, I just turned that booth monitor all the way up and was just bumping it. I was like, you know, had not that many people in the crowd because it was tables, but I made up for it by cranking the volume on the DJ area. So I was like super stoked to hear some new music that I was making like on some bigger subwoofers. You know,
I know, it feels great.
Yeah, like hearing it in the studio is awesome, but like you can only go so loud with the volume before it's like damaging or whatever. So when
I
I got
think
to
you've pushed that limit a couple times.
yeah. So when I got to hear it like on the stage, it was like nice to hear it out of some PAs or like some real sounds. Like gave me a good idea of like what it's gonna really sound like. But yeah, it was a good refresher. I'm like excited to get things going again, and it's just like a good refresher to like get back on the decks and just feel out the crowd again, you know.
So I know Hawaii is like not the best at planning things out, especially in the rave community.
Yeah.
So like, how is everything there right now?
It's
I was surprised you guys were already doing like the dining shows.
yeah. Well, Hawaiian Brands is really kind of pushing it to, you know, bring back live events and stuff, and you know, kudos to them for trying to keep the scene alive during the pandemic and also keeping everything safe. They're doing everything they can with the regulations in Hawaii, with the masking and like the social distancing guidelines and everything like that. So I got to give them, you know, a lot of credit for, you know, still trying to keep live music going, even though we're in this like weird phase where we don't know what we're allowed to do and what we can't do, and like, you know, what the rules are there. And like our government's a little weird compared to like other states right now. So like,
I think they're all weird right now.
yeah, like
but
everybody's got their own rules, so like they're just trying to abide by the guidelines to, you know, keep our scene alive and really just push the envelope on music.
I
in
do love that
Oahu.
club. Like,
I love that club too. It's a really good club. Like, it's fun to play there. It's super good vibes. Security's really nice. Nobody really, you know, makes trouble there. I've never really seen a fight there. It's cool. I love the place.
I almost fought you when I walked off stage and you guys drank my entire bottle of vodka that was this big.
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens when you're best friends with the headliner. So
Yeah. I probably wouldn't have had that bottle if it wasn't for you. So it's
yeah,
all
I
good.
guess so. I guess that works. But no, it's rad. Like everything in Hawaii's slowly picking back up. My friend Chantel Dawn, shout out Chantel Dawn,
Legend.
He's been helping us out with a lot of sounds for Dirty Feet Crew lately, and you know, he's been more involved with our crew. And
Was
started
that
becoming
his sound system that we played on for the last the camp out?
Oh, the camp out, that was actually Martian Audio. That's my friend Chris Childress. So Chris Childress supplied that.
fire
Yeah.
sound.
But
That's
Sean's
really
been doing like all our Renegade stuff, and
Oh, tight.
he's got like a super dope system. He did a lot of stuff for us at Turtle Bay.
Nice.
And Sean's actually just really been on it with like, he's doing drive-in events.
Oh,
So
really?
He's doing the first Hawaii drive-in rave.
That's
happening
tight.
like at the end of this
See,
month.
this is more of the pace that I was expecting from Hawaii. Like,
Right.
Just getting on the drive-ins.
It was just hard because of what the regulations were doing, and like people were,
Yeah.
a couple people came in and tried to do some events and they didn't really work out, and like Sean's really kind of taking the precautions and, you know, doing things properly. So they're gonna do their first.
Those are
first
so
drive-in.
difficult to do.
Yeah, they're-
right? I
it's-
mean, I haven't even been to any of the Insomniac ones, but
Yeah, it's
I'm
hard.
just, like, with all that, like,
I mean,
from a sound engineer,
Yeah.
I'm like,
I really
with all
wanted
those
to go.
cars.
It's just hard, I guess, you know, because we're so used to being up front in front of the speakers, like packed up and like just raging, you know. So like being in your car is different. They have to like. string
What
the
are they
speakers
doing? It
around.
like a drive-in movie? Like you have to stay in your car?
No, it's just a drive-in concert.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they
it's
have like the
just-
gates, like the little sectioned off areas.
Yep, drive-in rave. So he's doing it at the end of the month, and props to him. So I just see like things in Hawaii kind of slowly coming back, and it's getting better.
Talking to the mic.
Got you. Yeah, so it's getting better.
You can move the mic. You don't have to move
Cool.
yourself.
Yeah, so it's getting better. We're moving towards it. It's happening, you know. We're opening up.
Oh shit!
Look, there you are, Honolulu.
That hat. You remember this?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is my old truck. Oh, I missed that truck.
That was my old hair.
That's Asylum, huh?
Yeah, that is.
Ah, that place closed down. R.I.P. Asylum.
Oh really?
Bye-bye. Yep, no more Asylum. They closed down.
R.I.P. Asylum. R.I.P. to that DFC hat.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed in the last year. It's really been a wild ride through the pandemic.
I bet that homeless guy that I tried to give a flyer to is probably still sitting there though.
Maybe. Or he might be like on his next leg of life and like just kind of balling out at this point. Who knows?
Oh yeah, he got all his unemployment.
yeah, maybe.
So what have you been up to?
Man, I'm just living life, I guess. Just focusing on myself and my mental health, trying to evolve as a person and become who I want
Try
to
to
be.
live your best life.
Yeah, just, you know, just living life, you know. And I'm finishing up a couple songs. Got a new remix coming out that I entered for a remix contest. I have a new vocal single that I'm been working on.
Both of those
And
are fire.
yeah, thanks. Super stoked on those. And I have a few other songs that are in the works, and also 4 or 5 finished tracks that I'm still trying to figure out what to do with. But I'm excited to get some new music on the airwaves. I've been steadily releasing music through the year, and I have a lot more coming on my record label, Dirty Fiku Records. So there's a lot to come. Yeah, shout out DFC. There's a lot to come on there. We just had a release with Ronnie Jake, Feel Your Love. That was a hit, huge hit. Everybody loves it. Been posting it everywhere. Been playing it. I played it at my show at Hawaiian Brian's. Played it at a couple live streams and a couple Renegade underground parties, and people were losing it. So Ronnie Jake, killer track.
Yeah, Ron's got some great stuff.
Yeah, Ron's doing great. I think next up on the label might be one of my own songs with Dire One. So looking
Who's
forward to
Dire
that.
One?
Kikua.
What?
Yeah, Dire
Is he
One.
like rapping on it?
Yeah. For the vibe, Dire
Oh
One.
my
So
God.
that's looking like the
I
next
need to hear
song.
this.
And then I got another track with Noah Neves that I'm looking forward to releasing on the label maybe later this year. Just sort of depends on the vibe and the time. You know, I want to make it right. And there's no rush at the label to release music. I just want to make sure that the songs are
It's so awkward. I'm wearing the same shirt.
everybody wants to hear.
Sorry, I'm ADD.
I'm
look
ADHD, so looks like I added an H to your disorder, and I've got the
I could
worser
use
one.
some hyper. I could use some hyperactive.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I'm hypoactive.
Hype. Yeah.
Let us dance to the beat of love.
So, what are you gonna do in Tahiti?
I'm gonna surf my brains out. No, I'm like about to wake up in paradise tomorrow. I got a month there. Waves are pumping.
Calls out to
It's like a dream.
Yeah, this guy's been all over the surf report today.
I've been looking
It's like,
at it every day for the last 2 weeks.
6
Like,
to 10 foot swells.
yeah, like
Dude, firing.
well, we just had the hugest. They just had like
Firing.
the first season opener swell like on Monday, and it was so bombing, and all the boys are getting sick barrels, and I'm just like waiting to get there because I had to take the vaccine before I could travel, and now that all that's cleared up, I'm, cleared, ready to go.
Are you getting better cell phone reception after the vaccine?
I feel like I am. Yeah, the microchip definitely helped. So thank you, Bill Gates. Shout out. I know you can hear me right now because I got the microchip in my arm.
It's got a
probably
microphone too.
Hearing everything that I say. Probably beaming to some sort of satellite in outer space right now, but COVID vaccine 2021, let's go. Honestly, if I can get Wi-Fi through my microchip, like,
It'd be
why
tight,
not,
right?
Yeah.
It's
sure.
not a horrible idea.
It's not
you
the
know?
worst. I'm sure all the parties that we've been to are far worse than whatever vaccine they're giving us right now. So, everybody, it's your personal choice. I just had to do it because I want to travel, and I'm an artist, so eventually
Gonna be around people.
I got to be around people, and I want to make sure everybody's safe. So I'm just gonna do my part in the Save America 2021 campaign, I guess. Right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean, maybe Bill Gates will hit me up and let me know that like I've got a life-threatening disease.
Maybe he'll
or
give me some
something, you know?
dividends on Microsoft or something,
let us dance.
Hey, get your vaccine, get some dividends, right? Anyways, yeah.
So, what'd you do for all of COVID?
I've
seen you one time, and you were going to the same place.
Yeah, so COVID, made a lot of music, drank a lot of Crown Royal, and
Ugh.
played a lot of video games, but also made a lot of music. So I did a lot of fishing too. So COVID hit, I was just fishing so much because Hawaii, they were like, oh, you guys can't go to the beach unless you're doing
yeah.
gathering activities or this and this and that. It's like, they wouldn't even let us sit on the beach at one point. So I was like, all right, just bring my pole, throw that thing out. Cops would come and be like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm fishing. They're like, okay. So
I'm
and then
fishing. Don't
the
you
guys
see
right
the?
next to me are like getting a ticket, and I'm like, got my pole out, just cruising.
I'm fishing. Don't you see the pole
Yeah,
in the
I'm
sand
fishing,
over
dude.
there?
Fishing. Got like a bunch of beer, cruising on the beach. But yeah, COVID,
Did you catch anything?
caught a lot. Caught a ulua, 23-pound ulua,
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
and then I caught like a bunch of smaller, like o'io, like a bonefish, Hawaiian bonefish. Caught all kinds of stuff. Went diving a bunch, surfing a lot, got a bunch of good waves. But for sure, Tahiti was the highlight. September last year, so awesome when they opened the borders.
So good you had to go back.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, it's just one paradise to the other, you know. Hawaii, Tahiti, it's all part of Polynesia, French Polynesia. Like, well, French Polynesia, and then there's this Polynesian triangle, right? It's like the Cook Islands, Tahiti, and Hawaii. So,
I did not know there was a name for that.
yeah, so there's like all of Polynesia is it's made up of all these different little islands, and just so happens that the U.S. occupied Hawaii, which is the 7 islands that we have, and then there's French Polynesia. Which is
Didn't the
Tahiti.
Japanese occupy it first?
They tried. That's what the
They
war.
tried.
The war. That's when the war happened because they were trying to. The tactical standpoint. That's why we have the U.S. up in Hawaii. If the U.S. didn't take it, probably would have been Japan. So it would have been a whole different place.
There are a lot of Japanese people there.
Oh, tons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
well,
Musubi.
for sure. I mean, our whole culture is just all immigrants from Japan and Philippines and stuff. You know, the old plantation days, all plantation workers.
Oh, look, that's literally where you were talking.
Yep, right there. Damn.
That-
A little different there, but yeah, the Sharks Cove.
oh my
shotgun
God.
that. Let's go. Dude, you have good clips. Oh, Puena. That's where I work every day, right here. That's my
Oh,
job.
yeah, right.
Jump rock. Oh, that's me. Oh, nice.
What? That was me.
I thought that was me. Looked like me.
Oh, really? No, that's you.
Oh, that's me. Hey!
I feel like we're like film critics right now. We're just like watching the screen and talking shit.
No, it's rad.
Oh, look,
Look at that
there's
party.
both of us again.
Man, I can't wait to get back to some real parties. Don't you?
I know.
I'm like itching to go.
I've been like,
like,
dying to get
ugh.
back to Oahu.
I was back in that rave and that, like in the crowd, just feeling the vibe, you know?
Yeah, like when when things are like, if and when they're like completely back to normal,
Oh my god.
somebody's
dude.
gonna catch me like acting a fool in a crowd.
Dude, I'm gonna
somewhere.
act a fool, and I'm not gonna give a fuck. I'm gonna have so much fun. I want to see you DJ, and I'm gonna be up in that crowd like, let's go. I'm so excited. I think things are getting back to normal, especially with the vaccine. So like, I think that once we get like 70% of the country, that's what they're saying, then we get the herd immunity, quote unquote. Then we can actually start doing some events again. But I mean, we'll see how these things play out in Texas, and like all the Insomniac stuff they're planning in October at EDC. That's like 300,000
What
people.
Insomniac just canceled something in Florida.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
It's too early, I
just saw
think.
it
It's just
early.
still too early. That's why with
Well,
DFC,
Florida like never stopped.
yeah, like Dirty Feet Crew, we just really, I want to host events and stuff with like, and showcase everybody on the label, but it's just, I don't feel like
But,
we
like,
can provide
safely.
the adequate like experience that we want to do
Yeah.
without like having to have everybody spaced out with masks and all this weird stuff, and like maybe possibly getting in trouble for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's
compromising.
just not worth it at this point. We've just been more focused on the music lately. It's just all about the music, like more, just trying to figure out that vibe and just putting out more underground artists and like exposing more of like Hawaii's talent, and just even people from Los Angeles like Ronnie Jake, who hasn't really gotten a lot of exposure, and just really like to put people who've put in a lot of work on the platform, and just
Yeah, for
show-
sure.
Yeah, just
And
that's
it
what it's
really is
about.
like a different world out there.
It is. We live in a
So-
bubble, straight up, and there's like not many people who are trying to do what we're doing, And hearing the talent that's coming out of Hawaii lately is really, what's the word I'm looking for? Astounding, impressive, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's more and more people like producing now, which is cool because like a couple years ago in Hawaii, like nobody was making any music. Just had like a couple guys like Soundsex and me and Deuces who are just like putting out tracks, and now we got like a whole slew of people who are just really trying to break the barriers, which I love. I love it. And the house music scene is growing a lot in Oahu, Maui too, but Oahu's really pushing the envelope on house. I think it's gotten a lot more popular since we started doing a lot of more like house events last couple years, so people are just like into the house music, and I'm all about it. So we'll see at the end of this year how things are going, and then maybe we can start planning DFC Camp Out in 2022.
Hey, yeah, I know you already have your eyes on some different property.
We do. We have secret properties, secret low-key underground renegade rave properties.
It's always funny coming out to play like for you guys, because it's like DFC camp out was freaking amazing.
That was legit. Yeah, that was a nice one.
But then like the New Year's before that, it was like you guys had like a sick ass farm and they pulled it like the
Yep.
day of. I'm like
Yeah,
in
that's how it
Hawaii
goes.
and you
It's
guys are
like-
like, we don't know where you're gonna play. I'm like, great. It was still
Just
a
come
fun
out
night,
here and we'll
though.
figure it out.
It was-
It's usually how it
right.
goes.
Right.
But yeah, we have access to a lot of really amazing places. It just needs to be the right time. So that's just what we're waiting for. Is we need the governor to back down on some sort of regulations, and then we can continue with our normal scheduled programming. No, we keep doing our thing, you know.
Well, I think like California is like it's supposed to be like mid-July or June. Saying, do you know when they're gonna drop the mid-June?
Mid-June.
So you guys are probably like September.
We're gonna be like next year, honestly, with the way our government works. I mean, we live in the 80s, so compare like now to the 80s, and then that's where Hawaii's at.
It really looks like
Seriously,
like
like-
Waikiki like looks like
Well,
a
everything
city
else,
from the 80s.
but everything else is like futuristic except for the process that they do everything. It's like, oh, they still have computers that were made in like when the computers were first made, you know, to like do stuff. But I think that once our governor that we have currently is gonna be done with his term next year, and then once maybe we get like someone new in office, then might see some like different changes, which I'm excited about. Because I think if you have like the same person around for too long, it's sort of like things don't really
yeah,
move
like
quickly.
they get complacent because
Yeah,
like,
it's just like
they haven't
easy.
lost.
Right. I don't know. I'm not trying to get too
Yeah.
into politics here, but Hawaii is definitely a bubble. So I think towards the end of this year, maybe into the early next year, we're going to start seeing live events come back, which I'm excited about.
Nice.
Yeah. So, what about you, man? What's up with you? What's up with submersive music? What do we got going on with you here?
What? I sit here. I sit here and I wait for Wednesday.
So Wednesday's your Friday?
No, Wednesday's the radio show. It's
Oh,
Wednesday right now. Okay?
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday right now. It's Wednesday. It's like 7:30 on a Wednesday night. Oh, it actually is 7:30. Wow.
That was good timing.
That was good
7:31, actually.
See, now you're just burning us.
I
Uh,
don't know. I heard some pretty good stuff earlier. I don't know if you can give us any info.
Well, I got a track coming out on Outburst.
Outburst.
June,
Outburst.
Like, I don't think I can say that yet.
Shh, don't tell anybody. Exclusive content on Beneath the Surface. Dude,
no,
you got.
I don't have my OnlyFans.
Did you
up
not
yet.
see the ads online for DJs on OnlyFans?
What, they have ads for it now?
Yeah, they have ads for it. They say
Man,
DJs
like, I
come to
said-
OnlyFans. It looks way better than Mixcloud. I'm not gonna lie.
Was it to like DJ on there?
Yeah, you DJ on OnlyFans. So like you go on OnlyFans, you put all your content on there, and then you say, okay, subscribe to me, and then you release the exclusive content. Like if you were doing
Huh.
whatever else they do on OnlyFans, right? You get the exclusive content, quote unquote. So I was actually gonna
That's
make one
like
because I was like,
some
that's kind of cool because then you put all your unreleased music on there and be like, yo, if you want to subscribe to my OnlyFans, I'll give you unreleased songs, free downloads.
Yeah, that was my idea. But like, people like profiting from DJing like other people's stuff.
No, I guess
Like,
so. Yeah, I guess they're.
it's a
Oh,
little-
that's some royalties.
Yeah,
some-
it's a
something
little
going on
sketchy.
there, huh? Hmm.
Little sketchy, and it's like private content, so they have no idea.
So I'd have
Like,
to
you
DJ
can't, like,
all
get
your
it-
own music then,
Yeah,
which
like
we
me.
could do because we're producers. So I guess we have an edge on everybody else on OnlyFans, I guess.
But that was like what I was thinking. The same thing for like I made an OnlyFans, but I never like verified my identity, so I couldn't like charge
Oh,
anybody.
we gotta verify.
Yeah, because you gotta be at least 18.
Sneaky.
You know,
18.
can't be selling nudes.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna sell tracks. I got
Nude
time for-
tracks.
Nude.
Nude tracks.
Nude
Nude
track.
tracks. No master.
No master.
No master.
Exclusive master. Only on OnlyFans.
Only on OnlyFans.
Oh
OnlyFans around the world.
I gotta tell you, it feels good to be back in the City of Angels right now. I'm so happy to be in your studio. Thanks for having me, Clayton.
Of course, dude. For like 2 more hours.
My longtime friend, man, since 2015.
Yeah, like I don't really remember how how we met.
I don't know. We
or,
just
like,
probably were the 2 people that spent the most time in Icon Collective.
and yeah,
That's
and
basically what it
the
was.
2 people that made For the Floor.
I guess so. Everybody else was in trap at that time. We
Future Bass.
yeah, we were on that weird.
We were
techno
too future. We were
house
too future.
vibe.
We were too future.
Psytrance. Honestly, I feel like the stuff you're making at Icon was so weird, and I actually almost like that more than everything you're making now. Like all the
No
stuff you're like,
comment.
I hate this. I'm like, this is fucking sick. Like, nah, your new stuff's obviously way better, but some of those old tracks are so good. I was like, oh my god, put these out, and you never did. Like something. You remember that one?
I remember the file name. I don't
You don't even remember what it sounds like. I play
I
that
remember-
sometimes, you know.
Oh, we did one called like Beats Me.
I put that out, yeah.
Oh
That
yeah,
was a good one.
And then what was that one with Bruck up on
Oh,
it?
what happened to that?
I have all the project files.
We gotta open that back up. That was a rad project. I like the Brook Up song.
Oh,
what did
I
he say?
forgot all
Oh,
about
God.
that. Who knows? He was just screaming in Jamaican.
I
I
have
mean, it was
so-
English, but
I had like so many songs from Icon that I just like was like just put on the back burner. It's like all on my old hard drive. It's like the amount of music that you make, and then the amount of music that you put out. You know, like the comparison is like so crazy to see. And then like the people who are listening like really don't hear or don't like see what's going on behind the scenes. You know, they're like, oh, like he just put this new track out. Like, oh, maybe he's not putting out that much music, or maybe or whatever, making that much. But like the amount of that music these producers are making are like so monumental compared to like what's actually coming out.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, I like really want to just make like an Alias account just to like post all the stuff, you know? Because I'm like, if not, it's just gonna sit on the hard drive. It's like, man, did all that work for not nothing, but sometimes I want to like hear it.
Yeah, I actually thought about like putting like a custom USB like on my merch shop, and it's just like all like unreleased stuff that will like never see
come
the
out.
light
You
of
should.
day.
You should totally do
It's
that.
like $20. You order it, like you get a 32 gig flash drive,
You
but
have
it's got all my unreleased shit.
You
on
have
it.
so many tracks on.
Right,
Like,
I
yeah,
know.
I know you have more than me. You have like hundreds of songs. You should do that for
Hundreds. I have like thousands.
sure. Well, dude, $20.
Is it gonna have the Submersive logo on it and be shaped like a credit card?
If it was shaped
The
like a
credit
credit card,
card
maybe I
ones-
would buy it.
The credit card ones suck though. They don't.
They
work.
worked. Like I told you earlier, the story. I was telling him the story earlier, everybody. So, telling him the story earlier about how I went to this underground camp out mega rave in Hawaii, and I was like scheduled to play at this time, and everybody's like all stoked to see my set, and I was like, yeah, I like got my set all ready, and it was like badass. I was like planning this sick set. Walk up to the decks like 2 minutes before I'm coming on, like go to plug in my USB with the other DJ, boom, plug the thing in. It's like USB not supported. I'm like, oh, are you kidding? Unplug, replug, unplug, replug. USB not supported. Fuck. Pulling my hair out, run back to my truck, digging through my car to find another USB. Go through all the coins on the bottom of my, middle console, and then boom, it had my little submersive card right there. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, Clayton, let's go. Grab the card, run back, plug it in. Had like 12 submersive songs on there. Perfect hour set. Just played all submersive music. Everybody's fucking raging. Like, what is this song? I'm like, oh yeah, submersive. They're like, oh my god.
It's funny because like every time
Pulled it off.
I have to like play like house or techno shit, I just grab one of your USBs.
There you go. Yeah, no, they were expecting house, and I was like, I'm changing it up tonight, guys. Like, it's all good. Just played it off like it was,
I'm
supposed to
very
happen,
confused,
which is
dude.
really good. Like when you're up there on the decks, like nobody knows what you're gonna do. If you don't tell them that you're fucking up, then technically you're not fucking up. But fucking up as in not playing whatever songs you wanted to play, not like actually fucking up on the decks. But
People don't notice that either.
they do if you're like, "Rrr, rrr, 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 rrr." You really fucks that up, like, oh my god, what is going on over? Oh, sorry guys, let me play this real quick. Oh, hold on. Okay, that's better. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, hold on. See, like that. That's fucking up. Right. Oh my god.
Okay, Chance. All right, you look like you're aching to play some tracks, so let's DJ.
You want to DJ?
Yeah, let's
Are we
do
gonna
it.
do this?
Yeah, we'll do
I
it.
think I'm gonna. Should I start it off with a little wiki wiki?
God damn it, Chance.
Maybe a little.
Hold on, we have to transform.
Maybe a little
All right.
thingy. Let's go.
All right,
Let's
are
go.
we DJing now? All right.
My name is Chance
That was
King.
it?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Raise the table.
Oh my god, Chance.
I got stuff you got, think I push the way you pull the. I got, you got, I push, you pull. I got, you got, I push, you pull. I got, you got, I push, you pull. I got stuff you got, think I push the way you pull the.
a tease, babe. You don't have to be a tease, 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 tease.
Fight!
Chance, thank you for joining me. Internet, we will be back next week with more nonsense. I don't know who the guest is, but it'll be great. Just
Mahalo.
like every week. Thank you, Chance.
Aloha.
Have fun in Tahiti, bro.
It's on.
All right, let's
go.
Yeah, let's get you there, bro.